5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, class, so today we will be taking a field trip of the cell. Are you ready?
I am so excited to go on this field trip.
I'm not. This stuff is so boring.
Okay, everyone who is part of Miss Molecule's class, follow me. First, we're going to go to the central vacuole, and then we're going to come back here to the cell wall to figure out how security works. Let's go. First, we have to go through the cell wall, and through the cell membrane, and then through the cytoplasm to get to the central vacuole.
I want you guys to do really good, so you can all get an A.
Okay, I'm going to test your knowledge, and I want to see how much you guys know. Alright, so my first question is, what does the central vacuole do? What does it hold? It holds many things, but what does it hold?
I know.
Okay, you.
Okay, it holds proteins made during germination, enzymes, metabolic waste, and most of the water that a cell holds.
Good job. Okay, my next question is, how is the central vacuole formed?
I think I know this one too.
Okay, you again.
It fuses with other vacuoles.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more question. I want someone other than this nice girl right here to answer it. Okay, last question. The central vacuole, so it's formed when the vacuoles, they fuse together. And what happens to the cell when water enters the central vacuole?
It expands.
Okay, you're right again. Let's move on to see how the security here in the cell works. Let's go to the cell wall.
Do you have a pass?
What? Yes, I have a pass.
Okay, thank you. Go.
Alright, let's go. Okay, the cell wall. So, I want to ask you now to see if you know anything. Do you know what the cell wall does?
No clue.
Okay, well, the cell wall has many uses. It does not let in certain blah, blah, blah.
Ugh, this woman is so boring.
Okay, next question. I'm going to ask you again. I want to see what you know. So, what is the cell wall made of? It's made of a very strong and rigid material. Do you know what that material is called?
What?
Well, it is made out of a mixture of carbohydrates and proteins and another carbohydrate called blah, blah, blah.
When will she ever shut up?
Okay, last question. And I really want to see if you know this. Okay. What is this material that makes the cell wall? How does it form? What is it like? How does it form?
I really have no idea.
Alright. So it forms by, the cell wall is only located in plant cells, and it forms by blah, blah, blah.
When do we get to leave?
Alright guys, I think we're done here, so let's load you all up on the bus.
Alright guys, let's load up the buses. Come here, Hannah. Okay. Wait a second. How do I get back?
Well, I was thinking of going back to the school to help your teacher out with this subject, and I could give you a ride, but I first want to see if you actually learned anything from my lesson. So I'm going to ask you some questions to see if you learned anything and if you were actually listening. So first, the cell wall. What type of organism is it found in? What is the cell wall made of? How does that thing form that makes up the cell wall? And what does it do?
Okay, I think I remember you saying something about the cell wall being semi-permeable, which means that it lets some things in and not other things, which is why it's letting us in and out.
Right, the cell wall has pores in it that let certain things in, but doesn't let in certain things like bacteria.
Okay, and then you mentioned how the cell wall contains cellulose, which is made by the enzymes that travel along the cell membrane. And the other components are made in the endoplasmic reticulum?
Right. Yes.
And then vesicles take that to the Golgi apparatus.
Yeah, and then it's transported to the surface of the cell, and the cellulose is made on the membrane along enzymes that travels along microtubules.
Okay, then finally you said that cell walls are only in plant cells, and they help to provide structural support and protection.
Right. You got every question right. Now I see that you actually learned something. You actually listened to me. So I'm going to take you back to the school. Come with me.
glad you're back. And to show our appreciation for your tour, a student has created a song for our class.
Oh, you again. Alright.
Go.
Okay. So this song is about the vacuole and the cell wall, and I wrote it during all my frees, and I didn't waste time talking with my friends, so I wrote this song.
Okay. Alright, hope it's good.
It is very good.
Okay.
Okay. The vacuole holds H2O and waste, maintains an internal acidic pH, isolates materials that you don't want to taste. The cell wall is only found in plants. It's made of cellulose, a polymer of glucose. It helps form plant structure that's flexible yet tough. Both of these organelles are important to the cell. They're yours, they perform different functions to regulate your body. They're yours.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Academy Rock.